today we will speak about different sorts of drones, technology, and what right now is using in the field our military guy. We understand with whom we are fighting for. We fight with the most technological enemy, and we definitely lose in numbers of people and like heavy weapons, tanks, planes. So our goal is technology, communication system, and improving this technology in small thing, in like simple thing, to have the maximum efficiency and maximum impact in the war. The last news which every one of you guys maybe hear about success of deep strike small FPV drones which use big lorries with tent, and from this tent a lot of FPV drones is flying up. So this is technology which coming the day by day. And this is what we are we will spoken today, tomorrow, and with a different example, which we will have on Polygon, which we are testing on Polygon day by day. You will figure out how to improve this technology in real life, in your drones actually. So let's start first with whom we are working on and what we are teaching for. Appreciate that such many. I hear what everybody you guys say about Dronarnia, but I can't say nothing. And I really appreciate about these words, James, that you say about what we are doing. And actually, it's totally true. We teach guys how to be an engineer, how to build their own drone, how to improve the technology of engineering in all of sorts of construction and like engineering design, which can be as simple as not. So let's start. Let's start with simple FPV drone, and when you guys come in the field and test everything, start with this one. With this drone is 5-inch simple drones, and when the full scale invasion was, we had been started development everything, dropping system, camera gimbal, but everything starts with this small FPV. So maybe you're familiar with this. So on the market, it will be two more popular communication system with TBS and TLRS, and if you will want to go in the FPV thematics, you can open GitHub and video on YouTube. A lot of guys in US, as I personally know, as Josh Bardwell, Alex, okay, without names. So a lot of guys in Europe and US with whom we are spoken also say that if you want to go in FPV thematics, you must build your drone by your own. So you will know everything about your drone. It's like work with old car. So you can be the mechanics, you can be very good mechanics, and also you can be an excellent rider. And in efficiency of the war, if we open the statistics of efficiency of flying of our pilot, the most successful and the most pilot who eliminate more tanks, pigs in trench was the pilot / engineer. So move forward. And what's the goal? This is the cheapest FPV drone which you can build. And what the idea? Idea to build and to rebuild this cheap toy to really a weapon with a security GNSS system, powerful like 3 watts VTX, mil-LRS flashing software from 700 megahertz to 1 gigahertz of communicate, non-GNSS swarm technology with last mile targeting and camera gimbal for and ignition system with jets and NVIDIA optic sensors for fully navigation and working swarm. So this is how the Ukrainian army is growing up and moving from this simple FPV drone to more complicated system, which also named FPV, simple FPV. Right now we are the largest manufacturers in Ukraine of ground station. Ground station is a communication system behind me. Ground station is device which connect to antenna mount, with also behind me, behind the net. And this communication system helps to solving only one problem. Actually, it's Earth curve and visual communication system with drones, every sort of drones. But what's the goal, what's the deal if we have very big altitude increasing between the pilot and the target? So it's not also the rocket science. We are using relaying drone. How it works, how it used. So it look like this one. This drone can fly up with endurance of flying with payload around 1 hour, and it has active stabilization system for video and communication. So what's the deal, what's the goal? That when you are flying on a big drone, like far away with FPV, it drops FPV drone, and next one, they work as Mothership. So they have active tracking stabilization antenna. I can maybe stand up and show you how it works from a front. So as you see, when the drone is moving, antenna is stabilizing, and it helps to solve the problem with Earth curve. And FPV connect to this Mothership drone, and next connecting to the ground station. What's the goal? And if we are talking about efficiency of such technology, we may understand that right now in our army a lot of drones like Mavic, DJI, Autel, and when you are using such version of drone for relaying the signal, you have like several problems. First, endurance of fly. You as engineer can't work with unique communication system, non-standard, as very popular to say. And when we're talking about tactic use of such drone, we also must figure out the story with aeroscope and the story with one more time. Did you hear me? Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm stopped on. I'm stopped on using DJI drone for relaying. So in normal way, you can use Mavic for relaying the signal, or you can use Matrice for relaying the signal. But you have like several problems with this story. That first of all, Matrice and Mavic can interference for your relaying mechanism, which you must put in upside down on or forward to the drone. Next one, you can't play with different frequencies on relaying, so you must straight use not that frequency on what you are flying on Mavic or DJI. For example, Mavic and DJI fly on frequency 5.8 and 2.4. So if you use your FPV drone on this frequency, it will be some glitchy, and it will be problem with relaying and interface, and you will have problem with self-jamming the signal. Other story is the price. Right now, you can't very easy and simple buy Chinese drones in Ukraine. It take some time, and the price is much higher than on the market in Europe or direct in China. So the way to build for the price of one Mavic 2 custom drones with unique navigation system and unique communication system in your brigade. So what we are doing? We are taking in young mind of engineers, of military engineers, how to not only assemble their drone or working with relaying signal, but also how to improve their knowledge to a new product. Yes, it may be strange for you guys that military guy must understand everything, must know not only how to fly on a drone, but also how to repair it, how to change the VTX, change the antennas, tune the antennas for different frequencies, install ignition sensors, installing activation detonation sensor on a drone, or changing the VTX. But this is all the story and what we are talking about, what we are actually spoken about tactic use. When you are flying, when you lose one drone, second one drone, what you must do something. And our guys in range change the frequency of VTX, change the frequency of RX model, but changing the frequency, like flashing, it's only one part of full success. Other story is to show how to build antenna and retune antenna from this frequency. I reconnect to video stream from the phone, I think, if I can. Right now, the question is how many you can control in the one period of time, and it's actually a very good question, and answering, I very simple answer on your question. We control only one drone in one period of time, but all other drone is moving forward around the mothership. So you can several scenarios how you can working on this, and each drone has optic GNSS-deny navigation system. They're moving around the mothership, and you choose which drone you want to. With which drone you want to communicate until they're flying around. But if we're talking about like dropping one drone from this middleweight drone, so yes, only one. Why? Because this is a story about dimension and payload. If we will want to build bigger drone, yes, we can do. We can install several drones at it, but it will be a very easy target for rifles, for Russian cruise missile or other sort of enemy ammunition. Right now, the big drone efficiency is coming to pass, and it's a story for middle payload drone. When I'm talking about middle payload, it means from 3 to 6, 7 kilos. This the payload for this model of drone. And if we're talking about payload, we can talk also about the batteries. Right now we use lithium batteries, lithium battery backpack. Why Lithium because it's a story about numbers and story about money. If you have access to LiPo high voltage, use LiPo high voltage or even on kamikaze FPV. That ground stations consist of antenna mounts and big cable which connect to guys which are sitting in trench. So mostly guys use like 100 or 200 cables. This is 60 meters cables. Why so? Because this thing is super interference the signal, and everyone on ITAR radar can scope where the antennas is. This is one antenna for all. It's only two for different groups of drones, but never mind about this. Guys mostly stay with this antenna inside the trees. And what we have right now. So on one antenna, you can see, on one antenna mount, you can see, first of all, rotation system, which automatically and manual can rotate the antennas for different direction in azimuth. Next one, what you can see here, different antennas for different transmitters system. Let's look up on this one. What you can see here, that we are not use only simple LRS towards transmitters, but we also refresh it, and next one use our amplifiers which connecting to this simple ELRX transmitter system. So what's the goal, what's the idea? First one, on drone you can install different receivers and close more big gap for communication. Next one, that you can use different antennas for different frequencies with higher band. So for example, this is antenna for 380 and 410 megahertz with 10 watt booster amplifier, and this is antennas for 790 megahertz with 3 watt booster, 5.8 and non-standard 3.6 gigahertz for video system. All antennas is connected via cable, via long cable to main to main antenna, to main command case. And what you will have here, that you can first of all choose via RC which antennas you can use in one period of time. Next one is this example of ground station. It's connected via Ethernet, via Starlink to laptop, and it coming back to main camera and connected drone, every source of drones via internet. So what's the goal? The goal that you are not using LTE or 3G for communicate with drones deep inside, for example, the Russian territory. You communicate via LAN to ground station, and ground station communicate via with drones via RC. You solving several problems. First problem, your most qualified pilot not sitting in range. You can sit, for example, in New York, in Las Vegas, in Kyiv, in London, and control with the same latency the drone, because Starlink give latency between one Starlink and other Starlink give latency around 0.6 seconds. It's not enough for playing in Safari when you're trying to catch up the car with high speed around 80 kilometers per hour, or intercept drone, Shahed drone in the sky. But it's enough when the target is static, and that's what right now we are moving as a new technology level in army, when every qualifying pilot not in future will sitting in a trench. The typical combat mission will be the commander with some units and troops going to the field, just plug in battery to the drone, and the drone is flying. Right now, this tactic is using in big Baba Yaga drones as called Nemesis, which are flying only via Starlink. But our technology, which we improving in our ground stations, help to solving the problem when it's very easy to jam the Starlink. Yes, guys, if you don't know, the Starlink is very easy to jam. And why is jamming? It's not because the satellites can easy to block. It's because each Starlink satellite has inside built-in small GNSS receiver, and this is GNSS receiver is using for synchronization database coordination of unit in planar system. And when it blocking, jamming, or spoofing, the signal is glitching, and the image, the data, it's not coming to main Starlink. It's fine with sound? Yeah, okay. Continue. So I stopped that we are using Starlink right now with synthetic data. The idea and concept is very simple, that you are manually added data to Starlink, and it helps to synchronize the main satellites with region tactic radius around 1 kilometer. So how it works? Did you hear about Nemesis drone or Lazar drone type? This is big Baba Yaga drone which using on the top Starlink. And when you improving your security GNSS to when you're improving data from your security GNSS directly to Starlink satellites, it helps you to solving this problem of known spoofing. I believe, guys, that you understand me, fully understand me, and what I'm talking about of Starlink. So, go next. About relaying the signal and the distance and the problem which we are using, which we are having right now on the field. As the company which improving the optic fiber technology around 3 years ago in Ukraine, this popular concept of controlling the drone via optic fiber, right now it's not, unfortunately, such popular in Ukraine. It goes only with like 5 or 7% of all of kamikaze drones only on optic fiber. Why? Because yes, optic fiber is the key point for everything, for jamming, for flying with Earth curve, but it's optic. You can easily damage it. You can you have a limited of bobbin, and you can also easy cut it. Yes, as I say before, to different journalists, to different also military guys, different drones for different target tasks. You can use such simple 5-inch FPV drones, which can be dropped as payload with Mothership drone, or you can use unique AI drone with last mile targeting, optic flow, non-GNSS navigation, security navigation system, plus typical analog. and the price is different, and it depends for a different target task, as I saying before. Moving to big drones. Right now, as I say before, the story of big drones is going to pass, because it's easy to see in thermal cameras, also even in daylight camera, honest with you guys. Big drones, as Baba Yaga drones, not showing the efficiency of dropping on the last half a year, but it shows the efficiency of tactic use. So we are talking about tactic use of big drones. The most efficiency of flying, it's a mining story. When you are using old Soviet Union T-90 mine for mining the field, not deep inside the territory, but like 3-4 kilometers around the zero line. And imagine you are mine via the drones new place where the enemy tank is only moving. They're moving to the new, for the new point of interest, and we, like few minutes pass, they moving back and eliminate on the same road which they are where they're moving. So it's really efficient, and everyone understands this story. So when guys working with dropping some presence of enemy head, they also trying to improving the technology of mining with different drones. What's the problem? And with example, one more time, we was 2 weeks ago on a government national exam with our big drone, and the task was to fly, first task, to fly on 10 kilometers lower as possible the altitude of the drone to 20 meters on 10 kilometers, guys. And the next task was to fly on distance 19.5 kilometers and lower to altitude 50 meters. Why such low altitude? Because when you drop ammunition with ignition sensors, it can be detonated with falling down on high altitude. And our guys from military brigade make it in such sort of version of competition. So it's good idea to conquer with other manufacturers of big drone, and it will be good. It was a good program when more than 20 manufacturers of different big drones in Ukraine trying to solving this easy task. And I forgot to add that it was in a fully jamming situation with no GNSS at all, with blocking more than 70% of specs of frequency from 100 megahertz to 6 gigahertz. So very cool competition, more harder actually on the front line. So from FPV drone to middleweight drone to big droppers, we are slowly moving to efficiency of ammunition. And what ammunition right now guys using on the front line? So questions to you, my dear audience: which ammunitions do someone drop from the drone? Grenade, okay, maybe something else like C4, hexagen. Okay, so you will be you only go into in this story. So when we are talking about explosive, actually it's maybe also a wonder for you guys that when you typical soldier and you will fighting, you will not have opportunity to buy or take ammunition to strike drone. You must to do these ammunitions by your hand. Yes, it's insane, but with known even standard, but this is a crucial reality in Ukraine. Yes, we are globally moving out of this bullshit story, but globally you must to make your ammunition by yourself. What you can use and what guys mostly using for in FPV drones, for example. So I have some toys here. What guys mostly use, they took the bottle of water with some hexagon or trottil and put screws like metal elements around it with electromagnetic ignition sensor or detonator from typical grenade, or it can be the pyro patron from fireworks, for example, even. This stuff you can take from with salitre and sugar, or you can use one more time old Soviet Union mines. Maybe you see this funny video on YouTube how Russians or Ukrainian warriors use some nuts and use like knives to open the old mines and take C4 from this mine. So you put it in some form. It can be the bottle, as I said before, or it can be the typical 3D printer form. And next one, you're connected on a drone. On a drone, it's more complicated task because right now in Ukraine we have a new standard for ignition system, detonation system, which we're installing on kamikaze drone. So I recommend it to you also, guys. Use this 5 and use it 5 NATO standard when you choose your FPV drone or activation system for your drone. First of all, it's physical connector, which helps you to ignite your activation system. So it shown here, so it can use like a simple card or the label remove before you fly. So physical connector in a circuit, which you must take it out before fly. This is first one. Second one, the output for connection, like some cables, which is physical detector on the front of the drone. Maybe you see it also in FPV drones when guys use two like elements of cable, which they cut inside when the drone is hit the target. Secondary, third part is IMU sensor, which is built in the ignition board. This IMU sensor help you to help the enemy guy eliminates and help the drone understand the vibration of the drone, compensate it, analyze it, this vibration until they flying up, and when this vibration is overload, the ignition system is detonated. So detonation sensor. The first one, it's the most important, is activation, is possibility to activate the detonation sensor using PVM commands via flight controller in the sky, in the air. Air ignition, air detonation is most important part. A lot of times guys use non-cumulative payload, but more elements with shrapnel or fragments which eliminate the Russian peak in range with more efficiency when you do it with some altitude around like 5-10 meters. And the last one, it's the last very important part, as Geneva Convenience say to us, self-detonation. So self-detonation after power on the drone after 2 hours. So self-detonation is the most important for engineering side part, because, for example, in this drone we use non-GNSS-deny last mile targeting system, and if this system and if this technology goes to Russia, it will be bad, guys. Unfortunately, I have not now opportunity to show you guys the picture how right now the enemy zero line is looking up via optic fiber, but optic fiber right now is everywhere. It's like a net near the field, and like half a year ago it was opportunity, yes, but right now it's impossible. So imagine near the front line everywhere is optic fiber, like 15 kilometers plus 0 and minus 0 from our side and from on Russian territory side, everywhere. So it's visual, physically impossible. When you have only one drone with one optic fiber, which like move forward 20 kilometers and eliminate, yes, it's possible to see the optic fiber in some angle, and even from DJI Mavic you can follow up of this optic fiber cable to the place where they flying up. I see the video of tactic use on YouTube, how Ukrainian guys follow up of this optic fiber cable and find the place where a Russian pilot is flying up. But one more time, globally is like impossible, because you must to have a very lucky, and how to do it automatically, we don't know. Yeah, thank you. We have several solutions with our repeaters. Let's talk with some the most simple version to more complicated version. Most simple version on a drone, you have RX model on the frequency which you are using for. So it's not the software, it's like hardware connection of AV output from frequency 3.3 to other frequency. In this solution is 4.9 or 6 gigahertz. So you have AV cable output from your receiver model, which connected to your analog transmitter model. So it's not a rocket science, it's not the sort of any like super technology system. But in other version of relay model or Mothership, when we're using several transmitters and receivers, we are using digital communication system. So in the digital P2P communication, we are convert analog video using analog converter, like cam capture device or other methods of digitalize your analog video from analog receiver, connected it to a Raspberry Pi or a Jetson Orin controller, and stream it via TCP video digital channel to the ground. So how it looks, that digital drone communicate via digital ground station, but the kamikaze drone are working on analog. Problem is latency, one more time, and it's, as I said before, about latency via communication via Starlink, where with solution of control every source of drone remotely. So, for example, this ground station is sitting here, and you guys sitting near your laptop can open Google Meet or Teams as we are right now communicate, see the video from the drone from the ground station as streaming on Teams, and take command of the joystick which connected via USB to the ground station. So it's more simple than you can imagine. I think we can organize this these features to our next meeting. If someone want to do this to test the latency of control, we can do it. We actually have several programs for our donors and several ideas. It's some secret information, but we are friends, guys. We have opportunity. For example, you have donate some money to one of troops and suits, and you can remotely by yourself destroy some Russians. It's a very good idea how to make money and for startup. So when you remotely, yeah, it's very cool, and I know it's very hard because the story of security is also another story for conversation. But this opportunity can be, and the efficiency of this technology, Ukraine showed for all the world, like a few days before our meeting, with using 3G for controlling the drone, the simple kamikaze drone, which was flying out of the truck and eliminate the 41% of Russian deep strike aviation, and this is the success. Turning on the cameras and show you how it actually works. So let me rotate my phone. So we are plugging the batteries, 1, 2, and it's actually guys do it very guys do it very simple. So you can connect to ground station on your drone, and you can see here that you can switch the frequency 5.8, 1.2, 3.3 band, and this is the band between you can hope. So for example, you can hope on 5.8 from frequency 4.9 4921 in manual mode, as I doing right now, to 6 gigahertz, 603, 604, 605, and it's hope and do it as on a ground station as on a drone. As we're talking about 1.2 diapason band, it means like that you hope that you can hope from 1 gigahertz to 1.3, and if you're talking about 3.3 in this version of ground station, it means that you can hope on frequency 3.190 to frequency 3474. So one more time, let's figure out this, guys, that it's not the problem which frequency you can use in ground station. We can use different receivers for different frequency. The main problem is which antenna you use on this frequency, because it's mostly impossible to produce multi-band antennas in a small form factor which will work on full bands on frequencies. So that's why we use different antenna for different frequency. I have questions for you guys. Share experience with me. In what like situations right now you are? Which type of FPV drones you are using? And what the key point you think to win in war in 2025? It's a very actually good question, because right now I have several program exam for Latvia guy with my friends, and I right now has teaching UK SWAT groups of line FPV, and different military brigades thinking fully different as Ukrainian understanding of fighting in the drone warfare conflict is. So what do you think about our conversation about this? It will be very cool to hear someone feedback about efficiency of this drone, because different boys, different meanings, and we live in another paradigm, as you can imagine, but we are very open, and we are really trying to share our experience of efficiency and what happens right now in this period of time on the front line. So let me repeat and summary in the end of our conversation. Big drone going to pass. New technology is communication of drone remotely. Less pilot in a trench. Middle weight drone is the future for this next 1-2 months. After our conversation, please showing on your projector in a classroom this video, which I will resend on YouTube. It's a tactic use of Russian jamming the video of FPV drone, and this is what you can start for. Learning how to use MIL-YLRS backpack on your goggles on FPV receiver to switch the frequency of the video in the air. So explain more normally, you have race band, for example, we fly on race band from 5.6 to 5.9, and Russians use the jamming complex, which names Shtora and other source of jamming, which not only jam the frequency band, they focusing on jamming on direct channel with most powerful amplifying on this channel. And on the video that you guys please look after our conversation, or right now, you will see how guys using our ground station and switch and hope the frequency on one ground station in automatic mode, on other ground station in manual mode, to playing with this story you're flying on altitude 100-200 meters on FPV. And Russians start to jam one frequency, they losing the video, they hope to other frequency, one guy do it automatically, other do it manually, 10 seconds pass, the Russians also scope the video, jam one more time, and this is like play with technology, it's like the game, when you like see what happens, they jam, they hope, they jam, they hope, insane. The real battle strike video deep inside the trench. Enjoy. You as engineer, as pilot, must understand that your rifle is your brain. Eliminate your weapon, eliminate your enemy in future with more efficiency. As Ukraine show all over the world that it's not the story about the numbers of people in trench. It's the story how deep your mind is, how you can improve your technology in everything, in communications system, in unnamed ground vehicle UGV, which right now Ukraine use on the field, in everything. Improve yourself, improve your craziest concept in your craziest idea in UAVs, testing everything, self-learning on YouTube, a lot of information about UGV, UAV and other sorts of drones. Make a classroom with teachers, spoke with real manufacturers all over the world, not only Ukrainian. I know a lot of very young and clever men all over the world. And it's help to improve your level of army higher and higher.